Hello, everyone. My name is MightyStream, and I'm going to do your March the 12th, just for today, in a meditation. You can reach me at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. I'm so fortunate to be in contact with you guys today. Hope you've had a beautiful day. And if you haven't started your day, I hope that you will have a beautiful day. Okay, the title of this meditation, and you do need to excuse me because I am very unwell, but excited about recovery nonetheless. Okay, so the title of this meditation, Getting Out of the Rut. Many times in our recovery, the old bugaboos will haunt us. Life may again become meaningless, monotonous, and boring. That's from the basic text, page 78. Sometimes it seems as though nothing changes. We get up and go to the same job every day. We eat dinner at the same time every night. We attend the same meetings each week. This morning's rituals were identical to the ones we performed yesterday, and the day before that, and the day before that. After the heck of our addiction and the roller coaster craziness of early recovery, the stable life may have some appeal for a while, but eventually we realize we want something more. Sooner or later, we become turned off to the creepy monotony and boredom in our lives. There are sure to be times when we feel vaguely dissatisfied with our recovery. We feel as though we're missing something for some reason, but we don't know what or why. We draw up our gratitude list and find literally hundreds of things to be grateful for. All our needs are being met. Our lives are fuller than we have ever hoped they'd be. So what's up? Maybe it's time to stretch our potential to its fullest. Our possibilities are only limited by what we can dream. We can learn something new, set a new goal, help another newcomer, or make a new friend. We're sure to find something challenging if we look hard enough, and life will again become meaningful, varied, and fulfilling. Just for today, I'll take a break from the routine and stretch my potential to its fullest. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Are you there? Are you in the rut and you're trying to figure out when, what's going to change? I do the same thing over and over. I'm responsible. I'm keeping my commitments. I'm handling all of my bills. Some of us are even debt free. I make my meetings. I do the sponsorship line. I work up the line and I work down the line. I avail myself for 12-step calls. I do service work. What else is there to this life? Well, I believe that you and I both know that there's always something else, something more. For me, it was my education. And I've been kind of going at this pretty hard for, I would say, at least 2 decades. But I've only recently seen some headway. When I finally came to terms that some of the education I had received overseas was not going to be enough to get me into the positions that I wanted here in the States, and that I would surrender all of that time and go at it again. It took a lot of humility for me to be able to do that, and some very wise old timers speaking into my life. And so here I am. still with it in mind that before I'm the age 60, I will have a doctorate. Okay. I had to accept that I wasn't an early starter, but I was going to make this happen. I was going to put forth the effort and allow God to open up the doors that needed to be opened. Our possibilities are only limited by what we can dream. That is a true statement in the third paragraph of this meditation. What is it? I want for you to dig deep and think about it. Because as I was saying, we all know that there's more. We all know that there's something else that we have thought about doing, wondered if we could do it, or maybe it's one of those new possibilities that has arisen and we've been too paralyzed by fear to move in that direction. This is what I've learned in my 60 years. It's not even 60 years of life, 55 years of living. This is what I've learned. A lot of people want to do whatever it is that you're thinking about doing. They may even attempt to, but as soon as difficulty comes, as a challenge comes, the majority will cease to take action to move in that direction. The people that are making the biggest splashes in the world today, including financial, are the people that decided to press through the difficult times. Because once you get to the other side and you have your breakthrough and you are now having attained that goal, that business, that dream, that education, whatever it is, once you attain that, there's a difference between you and others. And it's basically that you decided not to quit. And the people that decide to quit along the way will decide to employ the services of the individual that decided not to quit. Does that make sense? Now, all of a sudden, just because you decided to continue through your hardships, pushing through to your goal, you are respected for your ability to stick with a situation. And your name, your service will be used by others, even if they had the same vision and didn't attain it, because they respect those that complete the task. And you may or may not be the number one expert in your field, but you will have respect in your field and be highly sought after. So let's go for it. Let's get out of the rut and take some steps towards that dream that we've always had. I've enjoyed talking to you. You can leave in the comments what your dream is if you want to share it with me, or you can send it to me in email and we can dialogue about it. I'd love to be a part of your journey. Have a beautiful day on purpose. I intend to. Talk to you tomorrow.